Hi everyone, today is another beautiful day and today I have some visitors. Uh, Family, I just call them visitors because they come today for place where they work. Um, as a community, we don't decide, say, we always come together, put our heads together and grow. Prayers or anything or any person need at moment. Always do everything possible, say, we'll do it what we do for push things in. Today I have Derick and Minister Beatrice. Welcome to Toridey.
Thank you so much.
Derick,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about where you're from and where Derick is from.
Yeah, I'm from Bamenda,
Mm-hmm.
Balikumba to be
Mhm.
precise,
Mm-hmm.
and Derick is from Balinyonga.
Okay. So, all right, I met you guys the other day at an event, but before
Yes.
that event, I don't always know you.
hmm
So, how did you get to meet Derick?
Okay, it's kind of the way I got to meet Derick. Derick was sick. I met Derick in the situation where he was sick
Mm-hmm.
and was about to be abandoned in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So they called me. Derick used to be a big to my daughter in school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I get to know Derick.
Mm-hmm.
So at one day, my daughter just called me and said, Mommy, you remember Derick? I said, which Derick? He said, Derick is very sick. He's unconscious in the hospital. And they need somebody to stand for him so that they can do him emergency surgery. I said, so how do I come in this? He said, Mommy, there's nobody. There's nobody to take care of Derick. Nobody is trying to show up. They just called, they just saw her number was, I think was the last number that Derick had on his phone. So they just don't call her number. So when they called the number, she called me. Derick was unconscious, nothing, he didn't have nothing, just nothing. He could not even recall. He could only just look at you and all he could do is do like he was not even moving his head. So when we went there to the hospital, I look at the situation, it was kind of really pathetic for me. So I stood as the mom.
Okay. So, yeah, that was how you met Derick. And so, what actually happened with Derick?
Derick get massive strokes where he causey. As we talk now, there will be one side be paralyzed. It be inactive from this side go down, the right side. He cannot do anything. It even affect his speech. That's why I'm talking on his behalf because he cannot talk. Derick cannot talk. So Derick he had stroke 2 times. His brain, you see, he's having this heart on. I cannot explain it. Let me say medically, but with what I know, my own little understanding, Derick, they had to take out like part of his core, like this, out, and literally kept it somewhere. That's what the doctor explained to me. He said because he had a lot of blood clot on his head, that the blood clot is causing, if they leave his core there, it's making it to swell. So if they don't remove it, it might take his life so fast. So the doctor, they had to remove his core and kept it, I think it's for 2 weeks. Before then they did whatever they had to do, then they put it back. If you can see just that his hair is grown, you can see that this whole part like this, it was taken out and kept somewhere. So
Wow. So, you like you said earlier, Derick was in the hospital, probably left alone. I don't know about the insurance situation, and
Derick doesn't have no insurance because he could not even he doesn't even know his past job. He don't know nothing. He cannot say anything. So when I came to the hospital, they just told me, they say if I can try to get where he has worked before, they can try to see if they can even do him disability or all those stuff. But I couldn't. I tried to get some friends that they know him. Nobody could not give me no, no information that I could work with. So at the time, I just decided to, just stand for him. And so when I stood for him, the day they were supposed to discharge him in the hospital, when they called me, they told me, they say, hey, we just want you to understand that as of now, as Derick is leaving this hospital, if he is coming to you, you know that everything you have to do is going to be out of your own pocket. Then I asked the lady, I said, but he has a social worker. Can they try to do something like, Medicaid? Or they said they don't have any information to do Medicaid. So I was like, okay. So I told, the time that they wanted to discharge him, they have not yet put that score back. He had just an helmet on. I was asking the nurse, I said, how can you discharge me, somebody who cannot even do anything? I'm not a nurse. If you leave it for me, how will I work with this? I called the doctor. I told the doctor, I said, no, I can't let you people discharge Derick to me. With that, the doctor said, okay, they will because they wanted him to come home. Then he will come back. Then they will put that stuff. He had an helmet that I said, if he falls, that's going to be another trouble. I don't have nothing. Even the stuff that he used to walk, we literally have to buy it. I have to prepare a bathroom for him to be able to, I just prepare my house like a home help. Because the woman told me that if we don't leave, if I don't take him home, they're going to send him to the shelter. At one point, I told the lady, I said, you know what? You can send him to the shelter. They said, okay. Next time, we thought they were joking. So somebody told us that, you know what? Just don't even accept to take him like that because that's a risk. I say, okay. I said, we're going to tell the people that we can't do this. The lady told me that, okay, we're going to take him to the shelter and then we'll give you people the address. You can go and be checking him there. I was like, okay, this is serious. So I called the doctor. I explained to the doctor. The doctor told me, he said, we have done so much. He's been in the hospital for 3 months. And the hospital too is exhausted with bills. Everything, the surgery they did, everything, So they say no information to do anything. So we have to jump in. And I took Derick home. Me and my daughter, Sandra, you know her. So we started doing this week. He has to do therapy. They gave me his schedule. He has to do therapy physical therapy. He does 3 times a week. They wanted to do 4. I asked them if they can do 3. So that, that's what we could reach because every therapy is $95.
Wow.
And he does speech therapy. Speech therapy is $65. He does it 3 times a week. And the physical therapy, he does 3 times a week. So all this one comes out of our pocket.
What do you want? Tell us, at this point in time, what do you want the community to do?
Well, the community has already started doing something, which is so good. Let me just use this platform to say thank you to everybody who has contributed to Derick's therapy, for him to stand up again. I believe in his heart, he is saying thank you. Even though he cannot talk, he is grateful. And we are now like Derick's family.
That's true.
So if the community can stand out for Derick, I think God too will see that, yes, we have done something. Because this is the only situation where we can help somebody. We don't want him to get to the point where we have to start contributing money to say, okay, we are sending him home. So what the community has already done is wonderful. We did a GoFundMe, which we had up to, the target for the GoFundMe was 25,000. We had 4,000 something, 4,200 and some figure, which could only go a little far. And when the Cameroonian Pastors and Ministers Fellowship, they came to my house and they met I had to host a meeting. When they came, they saw Derick. That's where they pick up. They say, no, this is already a project. So you can see how the community is really standing for Derick. And I think by us doing this, is healing. It's another part of healing. Because he feels that even though I did not have nobody to stand for me, there are people who are standing for me. So with doing this, Derick has hope.
Wow. So when I don't hear from her mouth, met Derick, and I was touched by the story. I know say no one go for them, but me, I'll talk him outrightly. We need financial contributions because he is blessed already to have somebody, this woman and the daughter, they are taking care of him physically. So I think what they need now. We have so many other people who are praying already. So right now we too need a financial contribution for at least ease the burden on them. It's a community, we are a community. And if we go for grow, now things in this will go for come together, put our resources, and make sure say someday this guy go sit back up and then do things, and also too for develop, continue grow the community. Now things in this way, now situation in this way, we go for come together, put our heads for proof today. So we are one people, we are a community. No matter whether you do for up or you do for down. By the way, nobody knows tomorrow. Any praise may happen for you, and any toxic will happen for me or any other person. But if things like this happen, at the moment for we will come together, we'll do something. I see talk Cameroonian pastors, they already do. Pastor Mark, Pastor Bison,
Minister Juan,
yeah.
Are.
So many people they already do
just,
something, but I still feel like we get for do more, because we all want to see that we get back to his feet and become a better person, and that better person will be the very short snag can help our community more. Thank you guys very much for coming. Derick, you get anything for talk? Don't worry, you'll get back to that place where you can speak again. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
I just hope see our community don't hear and understand what you talk, see the sacrifice you and many others already make them, and will come in for help. Me personally, I'll do my own small thing if I do big, but I know so I'll do my own small thing if I do and then personally I will call my friend. I'll send the video for friends and call them. May they do anything. If you give me a phone contact, so may anything you want come go direct for Derick and you.
Well, if you want help Derick through Zelle, you go help the number now 817-885-9042. You can do that Zelle or Cash App.
Okay. So guys, now the number that not be through me, through Derick.
And the name for the Cash App na Beatrice Wana.
Okay.
And then the name for the Zelle na still Beatrice Wana.
So that's it. You wanna reach her, you wanna reach Derick, go through her. Derick Naina, Derick. That is small way I've got time for today. We therefore start come together as a community for do things where it could bless so many people. Now one of the situations is do whatever you can do. We will get Derick to that place where you go look at the community and be like, wow, I'm so happy I came from this community.
Yes.